Cancer is a very serious subject. There are millions of Americans who can relate to a story of a family member, a loved one, getting a cancer diagnosis and the heartbreak and trauma that comes along with that. And it is not a laughing matter. It is something to take very seriously. However, just because somebody in your family was diagnosed with cancer does not give you the right to go on YouTube and to scam your fans and convince them to buy a penny stock that you were paid to promote simply because you need the money. Ryan Banoski, also known as Stock Moe, has a YouTube channel with almost 600,000 subscribers. The stated goal of his channel is to help people achieve financial freedom, which is a respectable goal. Stockmo is not some ordinary finance YouTuber with no financial qualifications. No, he used to be a financial advisor just like me. And I can tell you, as a former financial advisor, they are some of the most reputable and trustworthy people in the financial industry. On top of that, as a high school teacher, he led a team of students to achieve success many years in a stock market competition in Pennsylvania, where those students utilized gambling strategies over a month-long competition to win and be lauded in the Pennsylvania state legislature. While Stockmo may appear to be a very nice individual who brings a wealth of knowledge from the financial industry as a financial advisor, you start to notice some very interesting things about his channel. Here I've searched the term penny stocks and I've pulled up multiple videos. Now, as a former financial advisor, I was trained that penny stocks are probably not the best way to build wealth. They are highly volatile, they are highly speculative, and you have a very good chance of losing all of your money. So looking at Stockmo's channel, I have to ask, Stockmo, why are you talking about penny stocks? Are you really here to help people achieve financial independence, or do you have some other motive? So it turns out Stockmo's wife was actually diagnosed with cancer a couple years ago. And that may be a reason that motivated him to create his YouTube channel and to promote some dubious investments. Now, while you may think he is justified, I'm going to show you a clip of Stockmo trying to raise attention to his Patreon by using the story of his wife's cancer diagnosis. Let me state this again. You may think I'm a bad person for doing this, and I'm not making fun of Stockmo and his wife because she was diagnosed with cancer. What I don't like is that they are leveraging the story. They are pulling people's heartstrings to try to get them to give them lots of money, and in doing so, they are scamming their followers. And in my opinion, using a story, using a cancer diagnosis to convince people to give you their money while screwing over their financial lives is disgusting and immoral. And it is even worse because they are using a story that pulls people's heartstrings to do so.
But she's also a stage 3 cancer survivor from 2 years ago. When she was diagnosed about 4 years ago, it was very, very scary for us. We were at the prime of our lives. Financially, everything was rolling right. I have 3 great kids. Everything was going fantastic. And then we got told that she had cancer, and it was stage 3 and very advanced. It was a scary time, and they gave us some very bad numbers of survival rates and things like that. And it was terrifying. And it changed me because at that time, everything was going so well. Investments were going well. My job's going well. The kids are doing great. Everything's going great. And in a matter of a second, 1 second, a nurse crying in front of us and a doctor coming in, barely able to talk, told us that he found cancer in her and it was rather large.
Now, I think most normal people who find out that their family members have cancer are probably going to be motivated to work hard, make some money, and try to pay their wife's or loved one's medical bills. I totally understand that. And a normal person would probably start a GoFundMe, which they did. But what they wouldn't do is sit down and say, well, I am justified in scamming people now because of this. And I can hide behind the story of a cancer diagnosis and continue to do so and have no repercussions whatsoever. Now let's see how this video ends with a sales pitch. And then we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you a penny stock that Stock Moe was paid to promote and then got absolutely annihilated and screwed over his fans. And then we're going to look at his wife's justification for why it was okay for Stock Moe to do so.
I got a Patreon that I do want people to, if you're curious about being a part of that, I do run portfolios over there, and they're there for a reason. I'm not just there to, hey, come on over.
If you're trusting and have a good heart and you see the best in people, you may fall for this. But I'm telling you right now, this guy is a disgusting scammer. Now let's move on to the juice, where we're going to talk about a penny stock and how Stock Moe screwed his fans. But it's okay because his wife has cancer. Here we can see Stock Moe's promotional video about Great Thunder Gold Corporation. Disclaimer. This is a sponsored video in which Future Money Trends, LLC, paid Stock Moe to do a positive company review on Great Thunder Gold Corporation. If you Google Great Thunder Gold Corporation, you'll find this article. The company has changed its name from the Great Thunder Gold Corp to Newfoundland Discovery Corp, as permitted by the relevant regulatory authorities and approved by the directors. Let's see what happened to this stock on the day that Stock Moe made a video about it, and let's see how this stock is trading now. Stock Moe's paid promotion for this company dropped on YouTube on November 15th, 2020. The earliest price I could find before that was on November 13th, 2020, where the stock was trading for 56 cents. The next trading day, the stock went up to 67 cents on November 20th, 2020. And as we can see here, the stock then rapidly collapsed. Now you have to ask yourself, what is this company trading for now? Well, we go all the way down to the current date, and it's now trading for 3 cents. The next day, after this video dropped, there was an uproar in Stock Moe's private group. And here was a letter posted by Mrs. Moe to their fans trying to justify their actions. Hello everyone, this is Miss Moe. I am sending a non-traditional bulletin today to address things that have transpired over the last day. We are all about full disclosure and transparency. Yesterday, Moe put out a video on the gold mining company. It was a paid promotion. Here is how Mrs. Moe justified Stock Moe getting paid to promote a garbage gold mining company for his own personal advancement. Before you judge, I need you to think logically for a second. 1, I had cancer. Cancer brings big bills that are not covered by insurance. We are still paying for my cancer. It was 2.5 years ago of treatments, surgeries, chemo, radiation, tests, doctor's visits, physical therapy, nutritionist consultations, on and on and on and on. I am still dealing with the effects and also need scans and appointments and medications. Any savings and investments that we had was totally wiped out by my cancer, and we still owe. Moe takes care of his parents. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Yep, we pay for their mortgage as well as our own. We help them financially. Right now, they are getting their house repainted. Moe helps them pay for that too. He works and works for his family. We have 2 children in college. Being a teacher does not pay a lot. Our kids always knew that they would have to pay for their own college. Now, Moe knows that he has the means to pay for it for them. He is working to make that happen. He doesn't buy a thing for himself, ever. That man gives and gives and gives to other people. It brings tears to my eyes to think of how hurtful some people have been, all because he saw an opportunity to provide for his family. That is not being a sellout. Yes, Stock Moe, that does make you a sellout. You cannot justify getting paid to promote a penny stock where your fans, who you claim to help, subsequently lost a lot of money and then sit there and use a bunch of justifications. And I'm talking to you, Mrs. Moe. It is not okay to use a sob story to go ahead and rip off your fans. Now, to conclude this video, you may still think I'm a bad person. And if you do, that's your freaking problem. But if you can see the truth behind this disgusting little scammer, then I'm happy for you, and I want you to be aware. There are a buttload of financial scammers out there on YouTube, and they are there to make money for themselves. They don't care about you, and they will do whatever they need to do to take your money. I don't want you to fall for stories like this, because at the end of the day, it's one massive con. Cheers!